Hello Glam Kids, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Gigi, and if you're new here, what we do is nails. All nails all the time, mostly nails most of the time. Occasionally I might talk about something else. It's very occasional though. So what we're doing today is some ombreing. We're doing a vertical ombre in this gorgeous fall color because we are visiting the ocean today, but we are doing it in the fall. Fall officially starts next week. The fall or autumnal equinox will be happening next week. So we are kicking off the fall season with a little bit of ocean inspired nails. Now you would normally see stripes or ombres or whatever because we are, I don't want to get too far ahead. There's a little secret to this that you're gonna see shortly. We're gonna do these fall though. They're not gonna be the typical nautical blue and white and red and that kind of stuff, which is gorgeous. I love that aesthetic, but it's fall now and we're gonna make these fall nails. While those are curing, we're gonna paint this nail in this lovely tan color, and the thumb and the ring finger are both gonna be that color, and they've got a little treatment of their own, which you will see shortly. So I know you guys love to see both parts of the ombre, so that's what we're doing here is the second coats on our ombres. I love the vertical ombre. It's my favorite, honestly. Just the way it's so easy to create, the way it lengthens your nail, even if you're wearing shorter nails, having that vertical line, it really lengthens everything and makes your nail bed look long and beautiful and sexy. So this is my favorite ombre. Let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite kind of ombre? Are you into the triple ombre? Maybe you like the kind of ombre we are about to do right now, and that is going to be reverse ombre stripes. And what I'm doing is, you see I've got some masking tape, and this is painter's tape, so it releases very easy without putting glue down. And I bought this specifically for my stamping kit, but it works for this as well. And we're cutting some very thin stripes. And now I'm gonna come in, and if you leave a little bit of the tape hanging off the side, it gives you a cleaner place to pull up. So that's just a little tip if you're gonna do this. And I'm taking the tape and just laying it down to give me a little template to work on. Make them as straight as you can, but you know, you could do this diagonally too. That would be really cute. There's a lot of options with this kind of technique. Now what we're gonna do is ombre it again, but reverse it. So where the light is underneath, we're gonna do the dark and do the light on top of the dark. You'll see right now. Sorry, I don't know how that got left in. I normally cut all of that extra footage out, but for some reason today we didn't. Oopsie doopsie. But I've worked really hard on this video. I'm not gonna go back and redo it. I'm gonna stick with this voiceover because I'm pretty happy with it so far. But you can see we put the dark on the light, and now we're putting the light on the dark, and we're gonna ombre that real pretty. Now I am gonna come in with a smaller brush just to make sure that middle, because you're going across that tape, so there's little spots that don't get the perfect ombre. So I'm just coming through and making sure that that's good, and then double checking to make sure there's not too much polish on there, giving it a good ombre. There it is, there it is. Look at how good that looks. We haven't even pulled up the tape yet, guys. Wait. Now you have to do this part before you cure, otherwise you're gonna rip your polish. If you're doing this with regular polish, you need to make sure that you do it before it dries. Same sort of situation. And there it is. That is our reverse ombre stripes. It's a very simple technique. It takes a little bit of extra time, but it's beautiful. Now, if you get any bleed through, just do what I'm doing. Your cleanup brush is your friend. Don't be afraid to come in and just clean up those edges, make everything nice and crisp, and then pop that bad boy in the lamp. All right, the next step is going to be working with these pretty tan nails, and I am going to lay down a base for the next step in this set. And what that's going to be, the base here, is just a simple square on the diagonal. So basically a diamond shape. And we're going to fill that in. And I did it in the same colors that we did the stripes. So it pulls everything together. I could have done, I think this would have worked a little easier if I had done it with a gel paint. But I didn't have either of these colors in a gel paint. So Model 1s, that's a call out. We need some more colors in those gel paints, please. I love them. There's a couple companies coming out with the gel paints right now. I see Venalisa has a set, and Born Pretty's coming out with them. Yogi is coming out with them. So I think it's time to investigate some new gel paints. Because it seems to me like I don't really understand what they do over at Model 1 sometimes. Like they are advertising to me constantly on all of the social medias, right? Because I buy from them sometimes and I really like their products. But they'll advertise to me, here are these gel paints that you could buy, but then you go to their website and they're not on there anywhere. And when you look at the numbers, when you buy the kits and you get the like 5 or 6 that'll come in the kits, I have all of those, but the numbers don't, like there's a lot of numbers missing. Like I have 1 through 11, and then I have a bunch of stuff in the 30s. So where's all the teen numbers, and where's all the 20s? And is there anything after 30s? Because your girl wants the gel paints, Model 1s. Hello, listen to me. You will sell them if you make them. If you make them, they will sell. So now that we've got squares done, and I only showed you the one nail because this video is long enough already, I'm just going to come in and smooth these all with a nice juicy base coat. You don't want to be too juicy because it'll make your nail a little bit fat, but you want to make sure that when you are putting down your base coat, the point of it in this instance is to smooth the nail and give you a surface to work on afterwards. So we're trying to get the lumpy bumpies out. And so also holding it upside down for a few seconds before you pop it in the lamp is going to keep it from looking too fat, but also give you that smooth surface you're looking for. So now what we're doing is laying down some blue paints, blue polishes. We've got dark blue, medium blue, and then we're going to come in with, any second now, some white. Any second now. Just a couple, not too much white, just a little, and then the tiniest bit of some black as well. We've got a lot of brands represented here. We've got Laguna Moon, Model 1s, Sky Match. Now I put that little thing under it so I wouldn't rip the paper, and then I used a dotting tool to just mix it up a little. You don't want to do too much because you'll really mix it. And now I'm just using the marble technique to come in and make a wave shape. We're going to add more to this, so just get the shape the way you want it, making some nice little droplets and stuff of water, just splashes coming out. And then once you're happy, pop that in the lamp, and we're going to do that a second time on this second nail. And you're just making sort of not an actual half circle, more like a 3/4 circle. And if you could imagine somebody just sort of surfing on there, it gives you the vibe that you're going for. I should have thought about putting a little black, like black silhouette of a surfer on that. That would have been cute. Again, we're just making the shape into the thing that we want. And now to really give it more of that wave look, we're going to come in and make the little bits of foam that you always see in the waves, that the bubbles, really they're just bubbles, right? And we're using the Model 1's gel paint for this one because I want it to stay in that roughed up looking way, right? I don't want it to spread. Do a little on the inside there. Now I do want to say I do come back in on both of these nails and add a little bit more. You'll see that in a bit. As I'm looking at them, I'm like, that's not enough white. So I did come in and add a little bit more to give it even more of a foamy, bubbly look. I love the ocean. I mean, I don't live near the ocean now, and it's really breaking my heart. It's been a few years since I could go to the beach and take a walk, and it's really hard. I lived in California near the beach for about 15 years. So now we're gonna do some stamping, and all of these remind me of ocean animals. This is reminiscent of a starfish. Then we're gonna come in with this swirly octopus looking situation, and I'm just doing one up, one down, one on one side, one on another side. There's no rhyme or reason. I just put it where it felt right. And that one isn't even the full stamp. It's sort of peeking into the nail, and I like that. Now this one is actually a seahorse. The other two are up for debate, but this one is a seahorse. And something happened with this one that's giving me some vibes. So I feel like maybe I'm going to practice a new technique and see what I can come up with. And I'm gonna drop that. So we're just, now I'm coming in and framing out these waves. But back to that little technique. There was a little bit of the stamp still on there, and when I stamped on it, you could see it. And I hadn't realized it was there until I pulled up the stamp, and it just made my head go, wait, maybe we could do something with that. Now this part of the video is a tiny bit fuzzy, and I'm not sure what happened there. I'm really sorry, you guys. I'm not sure what I was doing there. Not even sure. But this is where I'm like, I think it needs more white. So I just came in with that tiny little detail brush and that white paint again. And I'm just adding a little bit, and you can see as I add it, it just starts to look better and better. So don't be afraid to really go in with the white when you do this, because it really does transform it more into looking like a wave. So I really found the technique to be super fun to do. So now that is all the artwork. We're going to go ahead and come in with some top coat. On the striped nails, we are going to go ahead and do a matte top coat. That's why I'm doing those first. And then, and all these top coats are by Model 1s. And then we're going to come in and do these shiny, because the ocean is sparkly and shiny and beautiful, right? The sun glints and bounces off the water. So I would not recommend doing it matte, is all I'm saying, but you can do what you like because they're your nails. This is the finished set, you guys. That is my dog barking like a little obnoxious boy. Jacob. And here is how they look on Carmen. I think they are perfect for her. Look at how gorgeous those look. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video with me today. I hope that you have a fabulous day. I'm gonna go find out what my dog is barking at. Mwah! See you next time. Bye-bye.